Hello, my dear friends. This is Rajesh Mohapatra. I hope all of you are doing well and happiness. In this session, I'll show you how do you create a PostgreSQL database in Google Cloud Platform. How do you connect the PostgreSQL database with Google Compute Engine VM instance so that you can learn more details about the connectivity in between existing VM with the PostgreSQL databases. After that, I'll show you all the steps inside the lab so that you can easily understand it. Based on your project requirement, you can implement it. Let's get started. Guys, as you can see here, what is PostgreSQL database in Google Cloud Platform? PostgreSQL database is an open source object relational database management system. It uses the SQL languages for querying and managing data, but it also provides the feature for handling complex data types and advanced data operation. It is open source software, which means it is free to use. The source code can be modified and distributed by anyone. PostgreSQL is popular choice for database management because it is open source and free to use. Multi-platform support. PostgreSQL is compatible with various operating systems including Windows, Linux, Mac OS and other operating systems. PostgreSQL is powerful and extensible database that can be used for wide variety of applications. It offers advanced security features including user authentication, access control and encryption to secure your sensitive data. PostgreSQL is known for its reliability and scalability, making it a good choice for demanding application. Guys, the PostgreSQL is popular choice for web application because of its scalability, reliability and support for advanced data type. If you are looking for a powerful, reliable and extensible database management system, PostgreSQL is great option for you. Guys, as you can see here, how do you connect to PostgreSQL server instance from your new Linux server or your existing web server? I'll show you all the details inside the lab so that you can easily understand it. Guys, first of all, you can enable your Compute Engine and Cloud SQL in Google Cloud Project, and you can select your desired project based on your project requirement, guys. Then you can create a PostgreSQL server instance in Cloud SQL. After that, guys, you can create a new virtual machine or new Linux server in Compute Engine web portal. After successful create for your Linux server, then you can copy the external IP from your Linux server or web server, or if you have an existing web server, then you can copy your external IP from the Linux server. Then you navigate to the PostgreSQL database, then click on connection section, then click on network, then add network, and you can paste your external IP to connect in between your Linux server with your PostgreSQL server instance. Guys, don't worry about that. I'll show you all the steps inside the lab so that you can easily understand it. After that, guys, you can connect your Linux server or you can launch your Linux server using SSH. Then, as I mentioned, all the command, as you can see here, you can execute one by one. After that, you can download for the Cloud SQL auth proxy. Then you can connect to PostgreSQL database from your Linux server. Guys, now I'll switch to the GCP console web portal page. Then I'll show you the lab in all the step detail as I mentioned here. Guys, as you can see here, this is the GCP console web portal page. First of all guys, you can navigate to, as you can see here, this is the Cloud SQL guys. Click on Cloud SQL here. If you click the first time in Cloud SQL, then you can enable your Cloud SQL first. Then you can navigate to the Cloud SQL web portal. As you can see here, already I enabled for Cloud SQL. Guys, as you can see here, this is the create instance button is here. Then click on create instance here. As you can see here, you can choose your database engine here. Guys, I'll select the PostgreSQL here now. Then guys, you can enter the instance ID. This is nothing but guys the name of the PostgreSQL instance. My PostgreSQL database. As you can see here guys, I added the name of the database as my PostgreSQL database here. Then I'll add the password. You can add any password guys. I'll show you. This is the password like admin here guys. You can add username and whatever you want guys. Then guys, you can select the database version. As you can see here, the PostgreSQL 14 and 15 is available here guys. You can select based on your project requirement. I select here as PostgreSQL 15. Guys, as you can see here, this is the important section guys. You can select the Enterprise Plus edition or you can select the Enterprise edition here. As you can see here, the both SLA Enterprise Plus edition is availability, as you can see here 99.99%, and as you can see here the Enterprise edition is availability as 99.95%. If I select here Enterprise Plus Cloud SQL edition, as you can see here the price estimate per hour is $2.14. Guys, you know, as a cloud engineer or as a cloud architect or as a DevOps engineer, you should know about the pricing estimate for the database server. As you can see here, this is the per day charges like $51.37, but this is the default, you know guys, the vCPU, memory, storage and all, as you can see here. But I'll show you how do you customize your requirement like vCPU, memory, storage to create your desired databases. Guys, now I select here Enterprise is Cloud SQL edition here. As you can see here, this is the pricing estimate for approximately $1.23 per hour, and this is near about $30 per day guys. This is the charges about the Cloud SQL Enterprise edition. Then guys, for your practice purpose guys, you can select Enterprise Plus here, or if you want to suggest your customer or client based on your budget guys, you can still decide whether you should go for Enterprise Plus edition or you should go for Enterprise Cloud SQL edition. Then guys, you know, choose for environment. As you can see here, this is the production environment. If I select for the development environment here guys, as you can see here, the pricing structure decrease instant here guys. If I select the production, as you can see here, approximately $2. If I select here development, it approximately $0.56 per hour. Guys, now you always select for your practical purpose only for select for development here, but guys, in the real world application for your production environment, then you can select the production here. Now guys, I'll select here development here. Then next section guys, the region and zone. What is the basic difference between the region and multiple zone here guys? As you can see here guys, if I select for that single zone here and click on specify zone, guys, you can select the any desired zone for your nearest place. Then you can select here US Central 1A, US Central 1B, C based on your requirement guys. Now guys, you can select the single zone, then you can select the primary zone here, and as you can see here, this is your pricing estimate 0.56 per hour dollar. If I select the multiple zone here guys, as you can see here, the pricing structure here as approximately 1.13 dollar per hour. And guys, what is the advantage of multiple zones? If you selected here, it is highly available. It means guys, if any situation like the disaster and any type of situations happen, if one zone is shut down or fail over, then other zones are always available so that you can easily access your database. This is the advantage of multiple zone guys. But for your practical purpose guys, you can always select single zone here. Then guys, as you can see here, click on show configuration option here. Then scroll down. First, as you can see here, customize your instance based on your project requirement. Then first click on machine configuration guys. As you can see here, the default machine configuration selected as 4 vCPU 32 GB, but I don't want for 4 vCPU and 32 GB. Then I'll select 2 vCPU and 16 GB. As you can see here, the pricing estimate 0.31 dollar per hour. But guys, if your project requirement, then suppose if you need for the large database, then you can select more, and 16 vCPU 120 GB you can select, or 8 vCPU 64 GB you can select based on your requirement. Then guys, you can click on storage section. As you can see here, this is the SSD most popular choice for select your database storage. And guys, as you can see here, the storage capacity is minimum is 10 GB and maximum is 65,536 GB. This is your GCP examination questions guys, you can remember it. And I'll select here 10 GB, and guys, rest of the field you can leave as it is. Then in the data protection guys, this is the important field guys, and connection field also, if you want to select the private IP or public IP based on a requirement, you can select it. If you have a private VPC, then you can select the private IP or public IP based on your requirement guys, but I selected as the default public IP here. Then guys, the data protection section, as you can see here, the automatic daily backup, you can select the backup window based on your time and based on your project requirement need or client accesses guys for your database. Then you can select whatever is your suitable or desired time here. Then next guys, day, enable point time to recovery and days of log. Whatever you need guys, you can add the days here, 10, 12, 15, 16, whatever based on your requirement. Guys, this is the important guys, this is the enable deletion protection. You always deselect it for the checkbox. As you can see here, I deselect it. It is default selected here. If you want to delete your database instance, then you can navigate to this section guys. Then you can uncheck the enable deletion protection. After that, you can delete your database instance. But my suggestion guys, you should always uncheck the that enable deletion protection button here first before you create your database server. And as you can see here guys, the maintenance section, the maintenance window, you can select Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday based on your requirement and client requirement guys, or customer requirement. Then guys, rest of the field like flag, query, insight and label, you leave as it is. Then click on create instance here guys, and guys wait a couple of minutes to successfully create your PostgreSQL database server instance. Now guys, as you can see here, the new PostgreSQL database instance successfully created here. Then click on SQL here guys. As you can see here, my PostgreSQL database is successfully created here. Then guys, you can navigate to the Compute Engine web portal. Click on Compute Engine here. Then click on create instance as already you know guys. Then configure the name of the instance here, client machine PostgreSQL VM. This is the name of the VM guys. As I selected the ES Central 1A region here guys, as you can see here, E2 is the machine series and machine type as E2 medium as I selected here. As I selected the default Debian operating system here guys, and just you can click the firewall here, allow HTTP and HTTPS traffic to your new VM, and guys leave as it is for your all the remaining step guys. Then click on create here guys. As I selected here default VPC and default subnet, as you can see here, the new VM is creating now. It might take couple of seconds guys. As you can see here, the new instance is being successfully created here and the instance is running now. Then guys, first of all guys, you can copy the external IP address for your Linux server. For an example, you have an existing web server or Linux server, then you can copy the external IP address from here guys. Then you can navigate to the Cloud SQL guys. As you can see here, click on Cloud SQL here. Then select your databases guys. Then click on here. This is the very important step guys. Just you can remember here all the steps, because you can communicate with your Linux server with your Cloud SQL database instance. So we need to copy the external IP from your existing VM, then add inside the Cloud SQL database server guys. As you can see here, this is the connection. Then click on connection here. Then guys, you can click on networking. As you can see here, then scroll down, then click on add network, then scroll down, then guys paste the external IP here. Then you can add the name of your network, but this is optional guys, this is not mandatory. Then I'll add here my Postgre network for an example here guys. This is the name of the network. Then click on done here. Then guys click on save. As you can see here, and it might take couple of seconds guys. As you can see here guys, the easier connection is successfully added here. My Postgre network, this is the name of the network guys, and this is your external IP for your existing VM or new Linux server. Then guys, you can now navigate to again the Compute Engine web portal. Then select your web server or Linux server. Then click on SSH. Then click on open in browser window here, then wait a couple of seconds to connect your new Linux server, then click on authorize guys here. As you can see here guys, this is your new Linux server window terminal, then press Ctrl L. Now guys, first of all you can update all the package manager dependency files. First guys, then guys press enter. As you can see here, then second step guys, you can install the PostgreSQL client inside the new Linux server, then press enter, then write Y, then press enter. As you can see here guys, successfully the PostgreSQL client is installed inside the new Linux server, then press Ctrl L. Now guys, you can download the Cloud SQL proxy here, then press enter. Guys, I will explain more detail about the Cloud SQL proxy for our upcoming session so that you can easily understand it. But here guys, we can connect to the PostgreSQL database from the new Linux server. Then first of all, we can download the Cloud SQL proxy here. Now guys, press Ctrl L. Guys, as you can see here, this is the syntax for connect for your Linux server to PostgreSQL database, the PSQL host, and you record for the host public IP here. Then guys, navigate to the SQL Cloud, then copy the public IP, then click on SQL here guys, and guys, as you can see here, this is the public IP, or you can click here, then scroll down. As you can see here, connect to this instance, this is your public IP, copy the public IP from here, switch to the Linux server window terminal, then paste it here guys. Then remaining field, as you can see here, this is the port number, the PostgreSQL database port number 5432, and the user as Postgre. Then guys, you can press enter. Now is asking for the password. The password already guys. Then enter your password, then press enter. As you can see here guys, now I can connect to the PostgreSQL database. Guys, as you can see here, first of all I will create a new databases guest book. This is the name of the database. Then guys, press enter, create a database. As you can see here guys, as you can see here, this is the command to connect your database, then press enter. As you can see here, you are now connected to the database guest book as user Postgres. Then guys, enter the sample data. As I enter the sample data here, as you can see here, then if you want to retrieve your data or show your data, then select start from entries. As you can see here guys, the guest name is Cyrus Tech Cloud, Google Cloud, welcome, me too. And guys, this is the content guys. This is a simple way guys, whatever you want, create a database, insert the data, table, row, column based on your requirement, you can add it here database. Now guys, if you want to exit your database, then write the command as exit, then press enter. As you can see here, you can successfully disconnected for your databases guys. Now guys, I hope so you can understand how do you connect to the new Linux server or existing web server or existing Linux server to the PostgreSQL databases in Google Cloud platform. Guys, as you can see here, these are the 4 to 5 command I use here. this is the important step guys, just you can remember. Now guys, you can exit or disconnect your new Linux server window terminal here. Then guys, I'll show you all the step here. As you can see here guys, these are the couple of sections is available for your Cloud SQL instance here. First guys, you can click on user. As you can see here guys, this is the default username as Postgre. Guys, if you want to add a user account based on your project requirement, then guys, as you can see here, add user account. Click on add user account here. Then add your username, for an example admin, and password whatever you want, but guys, you remember your password always. Then click on add. Guys, if you want to forget your password, as you can see here, this is the admin user. Then click on three dot action here guys. Then click on change password. Then you can add your new password. Then click on OK. But guys, now if you want to add more user account here, then similar step guys, you can click on add user account. Then always remember guys, whenever you connect to the database, then you can select your desired username and password. Then you can connect to the my PostgreSQL databases guys. If you want to remove or delete the username guys, then similar step guys, you can click on three dot button icon here. Then click on remove. Then again click on remove. As you can see here, the new user account is successfully deleted here guys. Then guys, click on databases here. As you can see here, this is the databases just I created guys, the guest book databases here. Guys, if you want to create a new databases here using console portal, then guys, click on create databases here. Then add the name of the databases, new database, for an example. This is the name of the database guys. You can always write the lowercase letter for the database name. Then click on create, as you can see here, and it might take couple of seconds to create the new databases. Guys, as you can see here, new databases is successfully created here. If you want to delete this database, as you can see here guys, then click on three dot button here. Then click on delete. Then add the database name here. Then click on delete. As you can see here guys, the new databases is successfully deleted here. Another is important section guys, connection. As you can see here, the authorized network, one network you can mapping with your the Linux server. Guys, in networking tab, if you want to add more network to connect your PostgreSQL database, then you can click on add network here. Then paste the IP address here. Then click on done. Now guys, I hope so you can understand all the important field and important step here guys. Finally guys, you can avert to the Google Cloud charges. You can delete your database instances from console portal guys. As you can see here, first of all guys, you can select here. Then guys, you can click on action, click on three dot here. Then click on delete. Then add the name of your instance. Then click on delete. Guys, as you can see here, is your cloud instance is deleted here now guys. Then similarly guys, you can navigate to your compute engine console portal. Then select your Linux server. Then you can click on delete. Then click on delete, and it might take couple of seconds to permanently remove your Linux server. Guys, now I hope so you can understand how do you create a PostgreSQL database server, then how do you connect to the existing Linux server or your web server or your new Linux server to PostgreSQL databases. For upcoming session guys, I'll show you more details about the multiple databases so that you can easily understand it, and based on your project requirement you can implement it. Guys, thank you and have a great day.